ʼatángi, ʼatángi, ʻatángi, T'aḥdeintaan isaq tawasigu yinchka khwalnike. Ya ʻaḥkeiľ atħakuxlayik. Ya tudi yuqadu ʻatángi at. Saguyanade yilike. Awakula āxtana jēq tuiati. Betlet qayuq ʻatángi. Tlingit khasati ye. Haguk ik kalli. Kulli āxtana. Yewa aqtawasigu yishaka khwaja ye. When there is English is spoken, we as youngsters took the time in trying to interpret English, how it would sound in Tlingit. And that was, to me, was intriguing. And I want to share this song with you. I'm not a singer, but sometimes it's humorous, and I honor my one of my Raven friends who was a musician. So I thought I'd pull a prank on my Eagle aunties when we came aboard the bus, because they were, in my mind, they were ready. It was toward the end of the day, we were going on a field trip. And so, teasingly, having a potlatch or ku'ik in mind when we thought that we ignite and wake up the spirits and tease our Eagle girls. So I want to share that thought with you. So I sang a song for them, and it's special for the Eagle girls. Again, I say I'm not a singer, but the gist of it is more important than my vocal cords. So what I want to do is a short song, and my wife will try to interpret, and we'll have fun with that. Mainly the thing that I have in mind, being teaching mechanism, is to try to put the words in Tlingit, or come close, that we're not uptight about saying the right words in Tlingit. The song goes like this. I told my aunties, I asked them how many Eagle girls are in here with us. So hands went up. So I want to dedicate this song to your Eagle girls. It's what already they were laughing. So I sang this short little song, just teasingly, because I already had in mind that I wanted to hear from them so that we can interpret the song in Tlingit, and it becomes fun time. And I really think that in English, we have the responsibility to take a story or a song or humor, and then we try to interpret it. So here goes. If I hurt your ears, I want to apologize in advance. If you were the only girl in this world, and I were the only boy, I would say such wonderful things to you. There would be such wonderful things to do. If you were the only Eagle girl. Yeah, well. So akshaw di guk kuna ak washe kunakta kaini Tlingit kainach hatsu ide kadashi guk.
I can't even start.
T'aḳdeintaan Tlingitaani Shooḳ iwunehi aya Shooḳ wasiti adi shawat kadan Tlingit shawat kadana kaate Eagle Girls T'aḳ na yewa katilshi yatlet Keihéenák'w Ḵ'altseen ja Tlingit yeel na ja Tlingitaani tuch gedwonneeg yewa kuda yeen atje ye Shooḳ wasiti ye hawne kwan ye gei at kulli acht ane denya yeel T'aḥdeintaan ikukati at kukakich ya nuksi ya akhat T'aḳ na Ḵ'altseen ya yeel in khatunehe ya gei at khosakhantunach ya gei shkalni kallakat ye di yakachtuski di ishakwaja ye awa kuda yen ya wush iti shaktulkhokt ye lena anir ya daktawasiku akshawadi at qawtatani ya shi kuk
Tlingit einach kekashi.
wa nuksi wa hatkush kuk
China doll.
kuk
China doll.
ichi yiso ke khashio chaya kat
That wasn't the song. Oh no. You put me on a spot. I like the idea of the fun time. And we had a lot of those moments at our immersion camp. And I liked the one that they pulled on Ethel. She was going out of the tent because she wanted to bawl someone out in English. And she says, "Ilise gau achjite English reinache, I'm gonna bawl him out." That's what that reminded me. Really, really explaining in Tlingit. And, you know, it loses a lot in translation. And I love the phrase China doll. Nuksi. It's a good interpretation. But he only calls me China doll at home.
My uncles used to outdo each other when they saw a pretty Tlingit Eagle ladies and my uncles. And they would try their one-liner to take notice, and they would push the nephew aside. It's not your turn. Wait your turn. They would say in Tlingit, is it really you? ʻAʻak'w ʻqanaqawa ishakliqe Halak uhahin Haslitlakwaya Yakus tutakawa iutsikit Haslitlakwaya Hetse adi han kelkrenas keja Ḳ'altseen
It's not good to lie. Then the other one is always ʻatángi. You hear that a lot with your father's people. ʻatángi. They get you to blush.
The nephew, when it came his turn, he was pretty witty. So Uncle used to give him the cue. So he would look, and it was very trying for him. So he would say to the pretty young lady, he'd say, ʻatángi T'aḳdeintaan wa ʻatángi ʻaklinutra Ḳ'altseen ʻakeihéenák'w ʻaqaqatsu ʻatángi ʻatángi. Our uncle used to push him aside. That's enough. Hasta Wooshkeetaan. Nice try in Tlingit, said. And then he would say, Hasta wa shout in your country. Says it's no good to lie. These are the humorous times. Then, as a young man, I used to listen to all that, and there was no end to it. And you could take some stories that may be humorous in English and also try to interpret in your own way and use the Tlingit words as buzzwords, like we just demonstrated. Those buzzwords is based around the prettiest eagle girl or your most handsome raven. Yes. Wasa Keihéenák'w. Well, a handsome raven. Issu aya ʼayanak'w. Khasani chaya. Wa issu kunak'wiyati. Kunak'aliyesi.
Terms of endearment.
When you're fabricating, you can always tell a bad raven when he fabricates too much by looking at his nose to see how long his nose is. Yake, there are many. ʻatángi ʻatángi. It really is so medicinal to my ears to hear. I miss the words of our elders when it came time to be humorous and to be witty. And they're the ones that give origin to these terms that deal with verbs. And to me, there are many that we've lost over the years. But I want to say that if we can reenact Keihéenák'w, Wooshkeetaan, Tlingit, Tlingit, Wooshkeetaan, Yetuas Ḳ'altseen, Wooshkeetaan, Yetus Ḳ'altseen. They say when a story is told in Tlingit, and they also respond and say, I guess it's not really balance, but the attitude of balance, and saying, you make me laugh, it triggers another story. So I think we can do that as teaching and say as an elder. They say, don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to try to interpret the words, the verbs, the noun. And so if you make a mistake, maybe there's too much in there, or you're biting too hard on your Tlingit word. That's why I say, as an elder, I encourage you, don't be afraid to make a mistake, because it's not end of the world that you're getting your feet wet and you're beginning to complete the task, and you know that I'm glad to be here today. Khunaka akwaqiyat ukt qaqtu kutsu aqakan alquat khunak yel ayakatushit ya shtunach khata Shooḳ achtu siku jayukuk khatsay ahe ja quatkensa Chutya atudi yukakakhilla atyak aqayiq edikasa chakukeya inchkakhalnik ituk khallakay atunak tundatang qutsiti yakuk atwas kudakit Yihuan jaya khatso atkatashi Achtuya kayat ayatus kudakit at kuki diyak yukukak sa ake yak atudi khatkatushit khatso aktawasiku udashi tunak hedish khatane yatus kudakit Ḳ'altseen kakhatatinos qunaqatqawaqayi yataqo Wooshkeetaan itat yati atudi akshatqa khat atiti yuqatawatang kukat kashi khana How do you say in Tlingit?
Kleka. Kleka. How do you say bashful? My granddaughter can come and she can sing any song. 4 years old.
Tlingit sa tishigug kaya Wooshkeetaan Shooḳ tunak anasyo. Ya Wooshkeetaan na ya kha Wooshkeetaan qatleat. Dana ya taqay june asqayo tunak. Awad tlaq maqshi taqaw quattro singik taqwa ekusikak. Ekusikak atuka to chaki at tlaq Keihéenák'w wallet yedo sak tlaq Shooḳ was to eat. It is shakatatinia singik. Sister asked her brother, you know, there's a lot of money there. You should let me take care of it for you. What did T'aḥdeintaan? Has yekati ikakuwu kasatin. Cook.
No. It's not gonna happen. Oh no.
His sister responded and said, just teasing her sister, your lips are too wide. That's what that term means. You shouldn't even be talking. Your lips are too wide.
Are we to assume that she was lying through her teeth?
So I guess what I'm saying, I'm encouraging it and say, it doesn't take a whole lot of explanation in trying to interpret English to Tlingit and Tlingit to English. When it comes time to humor, there's a great deal of thought that goes into humor, and I have a hard time picturing myself that I would be it's not jokes, it's actually just to provide a smile. When you smile and you say something humorous, it goes along with the territory when you feel comfortable with your clan, or your friend would say something humorous to you, or a classmate. So I want to thank you for spending a little time with my wife and I, that it's always so nice to pay a visit with some of the students, and being a grandpa and an elder, that there are so many segments in our Tlingit life, and they all trigger the learning of the culture, the song, and the dance. And so the other word that I left out is Wooshkeetaan. Wooshkeetaan. I want to demonstrate Wooshkeetaan when you make faces. I heard a story told by my grandpa. He ran over a cat, a calico cat, coming off the ferry. So one of the people who saw that asked, I think it belongs to so-and-so. So he got on the phone and called the possible owner of the cat, Douche, a Keihéenák'w. So he got to the phone of Wooshkeetaan, called him on the phone. Somebody said that you were the owner of this cat. And so he said, what did the cat look like? He said, the cat looked like it just before I hit him. He went like, it was so scared. But some of the interpretation are pretty humorous. I guess the question was, he wanted to know if it was a dark cat or a white cat. But I guess he knew the owner, possible owner on the other end of the phone, so he was teasing him. So he made that face. It was, the cat really looked scared, is what he was saying. They awa, you can't cheese.